Let's get into the Fashionably Late recap of the uneducated picks I made for the Lewis and Teixeira Fight Night card. For the Max Griffin and Chris Curtis fight, I did actually pick Chris Curtis to win. Split decision. I don't know what happened in this fight at all, but I do know that Chris Curtis won, and I do know that I picked him to win because I have actually seen him before. Now for Junior Tafa versus Tuco Tokaz. Still don't know how to pronounce that. I unfortunately picked Junior Tafa to win, but it does look like he lost by submission in round 2. So I took a lick on this one. I got this wrong. Maybe I'll get this one right next time. Another L on my part. Vitor Petrino versus Austin Lane. I went with Austin Lane because he looked cool, but he lost by submission in round 1. So just because he looks cool, I guess that doesn't mean anything in MMA. And now for Nate Landwehr versus Morgan Charcuterie Board. And I just remembered, I thought I picked Nate, but I picked Morgan because I had a roommate in college on my wrestling team named Morgan. So that's another one I got right, being uneducated. This one, though, Calvin Kattar versus Steve Garcia. I did not pull this one out of my ass. I got this one wrong. I apologize. I knew Calvin Kattar. I thought that was going to be enough to get the job done, but that just wasn't correct. So let's just move on to the next fight. Now for Wonder Boy versus Gabriel Bonfim, I got this wrong. I picked Stephen Thompson, but he lost by split decision. I didn't watch a single second of this card besides some Derek Lewis highlight. But even though I got this wrong at face value, I did see some talking online that Wonder Boy got robbed and that apparently people thought he won rounds 2 and 3. I don't know. I didn't see it. I don't have an opinion. But if you guys have an opinion, let me know because I am curious on what you guys think, if he won this fight or not. In the main event, we had Derek Lewis taking on Taliesin Teixeira, and I predicted this one right. I said Derek Lewis, he's got a bunch of knockouts. Maybe he could get another one. So I went with the Black Beast. I betted on black, as Henry Cejudo likes to say. And that bet actually paid off pretty well. I mean, I didn't actually bet anything on the fight, but my pick was correct. But as with any good UFC event, there was even more controversy in this one. Some people said this was an early stoppage, but I disagree. Everyone's talking about the fence grab Teixeira had. He basically just climbed up the fence, and some people said that shouldn't count as it being stopped, but some people are saying it should be, and I don't know. I think it's a good indicator that he was not going to get back up on his own. Check this out. Look, he's pretty deep. He's pretty deep on that fence grab right there, and if I'm going to show you the clip pretty soon, he climbs that like a ladder, and I don't know. I think if you got to use that fence to climb that severely when you are getting pounded on, pause, I think it's a valid stoppage. Look at the clip. That's my take on the situation. I think it was valid. Thank you for tuning into the recap of my extremely uneducated picks and my fashionably late recap on those uneducated picks on top of it. And I'll see you in the next one.